Hi class! We have been learning so much lately and I'm so proud of you guys. Here's a different skill that we're actually going to start implementing in our class. So we have to have lots and lots of practice. We kind of already did in class, but this is just to go over all of the rules of capitalization. Capitalization is a very difficult thing to try to remember. So you'll be able to see this video multiple times, as many times as you need, and then in class tomorrow, I'll be able to help you in small groups, okay? All right, so first of all, with capitalization, that happens with proper nouns, and then amongst other things, okay? So she's saying, hello, proper nouns. That's where we're gonna get started, okay? So all proper nouns need a capital letter. Some proper nouns that we're going to go over quickly are days of the week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, okay? And then organizations, we'll go through some examples with that. Institutions, places, specific places like maybe a college. Months, January through December. Things, specific names of things, like a specific toy like Buzz Lightyear. When I stands alone, places such as Walmart, and the names of people, not him, her, she, the girl, but Alicia or Molly, okay? So some examples of these things are, I already gave you some examples for the days of the week. So Monday is an example of a day of the week, and we have to capitalize only the first letter, okay? Concordia is a university. So Concordia, just the C in the front needs to be capitalized. An organization is Red Cross. Those are the people that help. People that are in need. They help when there's natural disasters. So they're a big organization, but since it's two words, see there's a finger space in between, we have to capitalize the first word, red, and then cross, the C in the cross, okay? If there's two words, then you have to capitalize both of the beginning letters, okay? Barbie is a specific kind of toy, so that's a thing, but it's a specific name. July, the J is capitalized because that's a specific month, okay? America is a place, right? So we want to capitalize only the A, and then when I stands alone, and the name George. Do we capitalize all letters in George? No, we don't. We only capitalize the G in George, okay? Another rule for capitalization is always capitalize the first letter in the first word of a sentence. For example, it is time to go to school. So, what is the first letter in the first word of this sentence? Well, the first word is it, I-T. We do not capitalize the T because we only capitalize, remember, the first letter. We don't capitalize the first letter in every word, just the first letter in the first word, okay? Another rule that I just briefly explained was always capitalize I when it stands alone. Here's an example sentence. Today, I will go with Sally to the park. So, always capitalize what? Always capitalize I when it stands alone. No matter what, if it stands alone, you capitalize that I, okay? Because I'm talking about me, right? Another capital that you see is the rule that we just explained, which was the first letter in the first word of the sentence, today. So the T in today is capitalized. Also, a name of a person. Sally is a specific person, so we also capitalize that, okay? All right. And I know this might be going a little fast, but you can always rewind, stop whenever you need, refresh with your child, okay? All right. So let's try it in this short paragraph, okay? Are you guys ready? Let's try it. Mail loves Saturdays, period, okay? She enjoys going to watch the Ravens play football at Thunder Stadium. So, first letter of the first word in a sentence, M. M in male is also a name of a person. So there's two reasons that this letter is capitalized, okay? Then there's a period right here. This is, again, the beginning of a sentence. So the S in she is capitalized, okay? Now let's go back to days of the week. Days of the week, the first letter of those words are capitalized. So Saturday is the last day of the week, right? So we have to capitalize the first letter there. And then Ravens is a name of a football team, a specific name of a football team. So we want to capitalize the R in Ravens. So the Ravens play football at what stadium? They're naming a specific stadium. They didn't say the Ravens play football at the park. Now, the park is not a specific place. We don't know which park they're talking about, right? Just as in this sentence, Thunder Stadium. If they would have just said at the stadium, we wouldn't know which stadium they were talking about. But now they're talking about Thunder Stadium. So that's a specific name of a specific place. But because there's two words involved, remember, we have to capitalize the first letter in the first word and the first letter in the second word, okay? Because they go together, all right? There's also some simple mistakes when we want to talk about a person. When do we capitalize mom? When do we capitalize dad? So I'm going to show you a couple of simple mistakes that I want you to keep away from. Oops, sorry about that. All right. I is capitalized because it stands alone. Just bought my mom a gift. My, again, is a possessive adjective that we learned in previous lessons. My mom. Whose mom? My mom. So we don't capitalize mom here because it's just the regular use of a noun, okay? Versus, I just bought mom a gift. We're talking about, like, this would be an example of me talking to my brother. I'm telling my brother, I just bought mom a gift. So I'm naming mom, okay? So that's a proper noun. But we'll practice that a little bit more because it's really hard, okay? More capitals that you might run into are holidays, planets, titles of books, movies, CDs, songs, nationalities, historical events, and abbreviations. Remember, abbreviations is where all of the letters are capitalized because each of those letters stands for a word. Okay? So let me show you some quick examples of that, and then we'll conclude this mini lesson, okay? So a quick example of a holiday would be Christmas. We want to capitalize the C in Christmas. A nationality is Chinese. So we want to capitalize the C in Chinese. It's naming a specific nationality, okay? And then Saturn. Saturn is a planet like we learned before, and so we want to capitalize the S in Saturn. Green Eggs and Ham. What is that? Yes, it's a book. It's a book by Dr. Seuss, one of our favorite authors, okay? So, remember what I said about titles, though. You only want to capitalize the proper nouns in that or significant words. What is that book exactly talking about? Are we talking about and? No. We're talking about green eggs and ham. So these are the specific words, okay? So those are the only words we want to capitalize. If the or a or and, words such as that, are in the middle of the title, we don't want to capitalize them. The only time we would capitalize those specific words is if it came at the very beginning of the title, like the little girl. Well, we would capitalize the and little and girl in that because it goes all together. World War II is actually a historical event, And so we want to capitalize the W in world, the W in war, and then this is the Roman numeral 4 that we are trying to get into math, okay? So you want to capitalize all of those. Now, if this Roman numeral 4 was the letter or the word two spelled out, then we would capitalize that T in two. Remember, now that would be 3 words that we would have to capitalize. Okay? CSUN, C-S-U-N. CSUN stands for a longer name of a specific place. California State University, Northridge. CSUN, that's how we like to pronounce it there, which is where I went to school. But for short, we call it CSUN. Now, if you want to know specifically what it means, it's Cal, C for Cal, S for State, University, which is the U, and then Northridge would be the end of it. Okay? So I just want to thank you for this, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow in class, okay? Have a good time.